Good evening, everyone. OBS forgot where my microphone was again. Kalla here, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it today. Today I'll be kicking off my coverage for Otome Games Celebration. An event currently on Steam. I believe the sale actually started an hour ago. There should be a link in the description so you can go check out everything that is featured there. But today, I'll be looking at the demo for an upcoming Otome game called Talents, which is themed to game development. So this should be interesting. I believe it is partially voiced. Fully voiced for the prologue. So, let's see. And hello, Drag. How are you doing? Right. Start. Oh, hey. Good, it's got this feature. If you use the default name, the name gets voiced. Excellent, we like that. The last name cannot be changed, that's fine. We're just going to use Alice because I like it when they voice the default name. Note, only the prologue will be fully voiced. The rest of the game will include partial voice acting. Pangarap City. A place of hustlers, pollution, a high crime rate, and human civilization. Yet a city full of hope, dreams, and ambitions. This place is a central business district with a growing economic value and a diverse population. It's home to the most prominent entertainment companies and talents. Film industry, music companies, book publishing industries, animation studios, and even the game development industry. Every industry competes with world-class quality. Movies, music, fashion, culture. This city influences the world in a massive wave. Hence, the city is always bustling. This place is different from the countryside I used to live in. Though I do miss the fresh air and green scenery, in life there are times when you long for an adventure. To reach dreams you could never achieve from your comfort zone. I came here to pursue my dream of becoming a game writer. I want to use my storytelling skills to create games that allow players to experience my stories firsthand through their decisions. While some may view me as playing God, I have many stories to share. I believe the world needs them. That's why I'm in this city, where major creative companies reside. The reality, however, is harsh.
Thank you for calling customer service. This is Merida. How can I help you?
The competition in the game development industry is fierce, and as an inexperienced game writer and designer, I've faced many rejections. But I won't give up. I won't return to my hometown and will keep applying until I succeed. So here I am, in the only industry that currently accepts me.
I need to speak to the manager.
A call center company. At the very least, I can practice my communication skills here. Not to mention that this job pays well.
Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
I paid in advance last month. Why is there no internet connection?
I'm sorry to hear that. Let me pull up your account so I can check. Can I have your account number, please?
10920052. Soma Shin.
Alright. I see what's happening here. The last payment you made for last month was $152. Since you're on a $100 plan, the $52 excess is already reduced from this month's bill.
Hello, Nick. I'm not too bad. How are you?
You still have a remaining $48 for this billing month. You would need to pay it in full before you're due in order to avoid disconnection.
This is ridiculous. I want my internet back.
Once you've paid the remaining balance, the internet will automatically be back in no time.
Can you do it now? I'm in a hurry here.
Like I said, you need to pay the
Truth is, get your manager now.
I'm sorry if you're frustrated right now, but I already told you.
Fuck your company. Your internet's slow, but when it's due, you're faster at cutting out the connection.
Whoa, whoa.
Get me the manager now. I'll have you fired.
Then, all I can hear are beeps. He apparently got cut off for some reason? That was close. Hopefully he doesn't call again. Or if he does, I hope it doesn't reroute to me. I sighed in relief as I realised there were no more calls waiting for me. That was a close one. I never know when a frustrated customer will call and how their negativity might affect me. And I tried to stay positive and remind myself that they're just humans dealing with their own problems. Yeah, cut off for some reason. I'm guessing I'm guessing his, maybe his phone connection got cut off as well. I stretched my arms and took in the beautiful cityscape view through the large glass windows. This is one of the things I love about my job. The view of skyscrapers and the busy city is a stark contrast to the countryside I used to live in, and it's always fascinating to watch. As I gazed out the window, I noticed a cloud in the sky that looked like a dragon. My imagination ran wild, and I was transported to a medieval setting, reminding me of the Otome game I played last night. Wait, this has a link and it has a line underneath it. Does it do it? It does! Hey, that's cool! Otome. An Otome game is a type of visual novel or dating sim game designed for a female audience, typically involving romantic relationships with male characters. That's a cool way to do the dictionary thing. That dragon-turned-prince love interest always gets me. The view outside always sparks my imagination and takes me to new and exciting places.
Wait, why?
All of a sudden, a co-worker went by the... Right, try that one again. All of a sudden, a co-worker went by the windows to bring down the blinds. How many times are we going to hear the definition of the same things this week? Who knows? I don't know which ones of these will have definitions available. Not every game does.
For us not to get distracted, supervisor says.
Boo! I want to look out the window. I glanced over at our supervisor, who was deeply focused on her work at her cubicle. She looked so serious typing away on her laptop. As much as I admire her dedication, her presence made me realize that the one thing I loved about my job was now gone. I couldn't enjoy the beautiful cityscape view as freely as I used to. I turned my attention back to my computer screen, which only added to my growing sense of disappointment. The view outside was not only visually pleasing, but it also helped me rest my eyes from the screen's radiation. It was a much-needed break from the monotony of work. And now even that small comfort was taken away. Despite the difficulties I faced at work, I was proud to have saved up enough to live in a studio-type apartment. The apartment had a stunning view of the city, with lights twinkling like stars at night. I had to put up a good fight to secure this specific unit, but it was worth it. Even though I was able to afford my apartment, I was still far from being financially comfortable. I had to work hard to make ends meet, but I was determined to make it work. Alright, my publisher will upload the latest chapter of my novel today. And I hope my 100,000 weekly readers will love it. Here it is! I've been waiting for this! Prince Dominic is dreamy as usual. I want more! I can't wait for the next chapter. Way to go, Aria! I love your work! It's an overwhelming response. I closed my eyes for a moment as I plopped myself to bed. Good job, Alice. Good job. I look at my web novel again. It's not my first work, but I am surprisingly fortunate to be talented in the romance genre. Resisting the Royal Casanova, huh? Doesn't automatically mean I'm an expert in dating or relationships, though. While I have written for other genres too, I prefer if they'd be interactive and visual rather than be conveyed by words alone. I'm a gamer at heart, and will always prefer to write for games than novels. However, I am thankful for the job I have right now. I read the comments again and can't help but smile. The reader's eagerness makes me want to write the next chapter right away. But I feel exhausted, and I still have work tomorrow. Till when could I keep up this lifestyle? Despite my hard work, my earnings from my novel were not as high as my day job. I was unfortunate to have ended up with a publisher who didn't pay well, but I wasn't going to let that get me down. I was considering jumping to another publisher in the hopes of better pay. Until then, I don't want to stop improving my writing skills. And hopefully, the day I write for games comes soon. Bringing your story to life in a way I would never thought was possible, while meeting different types of creatives. How fun the journey would be. I'm still young. I'm going to get there. Like any person in this generation, I check my phone before sleeping. I was browsing social media when an ad took my attention. A game expo is happening in 2 days. Wait, Game Expo? One of the Otome games I played will display a booth there. I should totally go. I'm sure there'll be a lot of game exhibits and activities there. I should contact my best friend. You are chatting with Holly. Nice interface for this. Holly, are you going to the Game Expo in 2 days? They're going to showcase Heartstrings. Really? Oh no, I can't file a work leave that day. Enjoy and give my regards to the devs. I will. I'll also fetch you some free merch while I'm at it. You're the best. Anything for you. Guess I'll go alone then. Still, I'm excited. This day is more tiring than usual. It could be because they blocked the company windows. If my shift isn't busy and no calls are in the queue, I can daydream about my novel while looking at cityscape views. take that away from me is like taking my creativity. Also, natural light is important. It's not fun to be working on the computer in a room that doesn't have natural light. I'm a writer. I need to be inspired. Despite the sun setting down, for some, the day is just getting started on the city streets. This calls for an amusement arcade. Congrats on your Floyd, Nick. I somehow missed logging in on Silver's birthday, so I'm missing a 10 key, which is kind of annoying. When I arrived at the arcade place, the area was thriving with youth playing different coin-operated game machines. It's after school, no wonder. I should go exercise my body. No, I should go exercise my body first things first. Sitting for hours can be overwhelming for the body. The DDX dance arcade machine, which is my primary target, is occupied, however. I think I'm going to have to wait then. The man dancing is swift to his feet, hitting the notes on the metal dance pad despite the fast tempo. Ooh, one of those people that you sort of watch on the on the dancing games, going, wow, how does he do that fast? It's really impressive when you watch people do that. He never misses a note, and he dances elegantly despite the challenging song. He finished the level and went down to take a break. I was about to ask him if he's still going to return so that I could play next. However, his figure and body language hit nostalgia. Hair with a familiar shade. Bringing back memories of my closest childhood friend.
Huh?
It only took me a moment to realize who it was. My dear friend whom I haven't seen in 8 years.
Chris?
Alice? It really is you! Long time no see.
This is Chris Sylvan, a childhood friend of mine. We were classmates until high school, but he had to transfer to the city due to his parents' work.
Yeah, I still can't believe it's you. How are you doing? Are you staying in the city?
I'm good. Yes, I am staying here. I should ask the same of you. You finally went out your comfort zone, huh?
You only live once.
Why not work online?
It's better working in an actual office than at home. Besides, I want to try living in the city at least once.
So, how is it? Are you working now?
I'm currently working as a call center agent, and I write my novel on the side too. How about you?
You have 2 jobs? That must be tough.
Yeah, just until I get the job that I want.
What is it?
I want to write for games.
You're still on that?
Of course. No luck in getting accepted, though.
You did want to become a game writer before. If I knew you were here earlier, I would have been able to help you.
What do you mean?
I used to work as a game producer for Razor Games.
Chris has a nice design, huh, Nick? Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I do like the redheads.
Razor Games? Isn't that the one out of the 2 AAA game companies in the country? Wait, you make games? That's amazing!
We've got another definition. AAA. AAA games are high-quality games produced by large, well-known publishers. It suits him. If I remember right, Chris is a hardcore gamer back then. There's literally no video game he can't win, even Otome Games, and he's not even cheating. Even that game he played earlier, playing rhythm games with your body is no joke.
But working in a corporate is tough, even in the creative industry. So, I was stripped off my position after 3 years.
That's too bad. They wasted a talent.
Still, if we had met a bit earlier, I could have helped you.
Well, at least we're reunited now. What have you been up to then?
I'm on my way to creating my own game studio.
A game studio?
I have a few ideas, but I always consider new ones as well.
We really have grown up.
I wish you the best of luck on your startup journey.
Thanks. By the way, you mentioned you wanted to be a game writer. Have you tried creating at least a visual novel?
I did. Thanks to that, I got a grip of how to write branching stories. However, I can only rely on free art and music online. I can't draw, make music, nor program complex game mechanics.
But what if you had a team handling that?
That'd be a dream come true.
Then, how about I offer you to join my startup?
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh. An intro video.
I want to write for games.
Want to join my startup?
You're not that bad after all, Grinder.
I'd rather be with a mademoiselle like you.
Thanks for supporting me back there.
Hey,
Hey!
Hey!
Hey,
Hey,
Talents!
It's been an hour since I sat down to write my novel. I just keep on staring at the blank document. I've been thinking about Chris's offer earlier. He offered me to be a business partner in his company. He said he needs a game writer and designer, and believes I have what it takes. I have 100,000 readers after all, and a writing degree at that.
I know deciding won't be easy. That's why I thought of something like a trial before you could decide.
Trial?
There's an upcoming game jam in the city that offers a big prize and networking opportunities.
Game jam? What's that?
It's an event where people make a video game in a limited amount of time, usually in the form of competitions. A theme is usually given, so this can not only promote creativity and networking, but also innovation.
That sounds fun.
We'll test our capabilities and team compatibility there. Then, you can decide if you want to take the risk of becoming a co-founder. It doesn't cost anything but our time, so you can think of it as a trial to see if our team will work out. How does that sound?
Let me think of it first.
Chris is currently on the quest to scout other business partners from the music, art, and game development industries. Naturally, he intends to pick only the best talents. It's a tempting offer, but I also have to consider the fact that starting a business is a huge risk, and not all ventures are guaranteed to be successful. game companies are no exception, especially in having a competitive market. I took a deep breath and leaned back on my chair, trying to weigh the pros and cons. I have a passion for writing and games, and this opportunity might be a way to merge those two passions. But then, it's risky. On the other hand, I have my stable day job and my writing career to consider. But then, it's not what I truly want. It's a difficult decision to make, but I know that I need to carefully think it through before making any hasty decisions. I opened the browser on my laptop and searched for Chris Sylvan. You've done some game jams, have you, Drag? I tried to do one once, but I didn't get very far. He apparently changed his last name since his parents' divorce. That also explains why I couldn't find him on social media back then. My jaw almost dropped at the several relevant searches that appeared. Chris even has a wiki? All of his information is there, but mostly related to Razor Games stuff. I opened a referenced article from a renowned game press. Chris Sylvan is a game producer from Razor Games and the brain behind the remote game series that racked up over 30 million downloads on Steam. Steam. He also worked with Resident Petville, Jamming Notes, and other minor renowned projects. With players and critics rating the newest title with an average of 9.8 out of 10 on the site, we interview Chris Sylvan on how he did it. What? The Star Game Producer. Remote wins Best Horror Game from the Game Awards. 30 million downloads. I continued to search for other sources and found the same thing. He's already established in the industry and has a solid track record of successful projects under his belt. How could they let go of this fantastic talent? If my friend is this competitive, then the game jam might be worth the shot, right? You've come a long way, Chris. I knew you'd succeed. Ooh, phone call. I was taken aback when I heard my phone ring.
Hello?
Alice?
Hey, Chris. You're still awake?
Yeah. Did you get home safely?
Yes, thank you for asking.
Okay. I just called to check up on you.
That's nice.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I didn't know you were a big shot. You were all over the internet when I searched your name.
I didn't want to brag.
Humble as always. I'm proud of you, Chris.
Alice,
Yeah?
I'm glad to meet you again.
Same here.
I hope you're thinking about my offer.
I need to think it through. Even if you say I don't need to contribute financially, business is a serious topic.
That's alright. But how about the game jam?
Actually...
The Game Jam event runs in the span of 13 days. However, the game development part only runs in 7. I was told that we can make the game remotely, so there wouldn't be much problems to my side as long as I file a work leave for certain days. But our leaves are unpaid, and I need to pay rent soon. On the other hand, Chris plans on splitting the cash reward if we win the game jam. Will I be able to risk a few days? unpaid leave, huh? Yeah, let's go for it.
I think it's a great opportunity to join you in the game jam first. After that, let's see where it takes us from there.
After seeing Chris's credentials, I couldn't say no. To the game jam at the very least. Chris let out a sigh of relief.
That's great to hear. I think we're going to make a great team.
I agreed with him, and we continued talking about our plans for the game jam and the future of the company. I may not be fully committed to the business plan yet, but I've got to start it somewhere. The future was looking bright, and I was excited to see where this journey would take us. Ooh. I'm finally here. Today, I'm attending the Game Expo. A variety of things are being displayed, including game companies showcasing their games, hardware booths, esports competitions, and cosplay. Each stall has its own unique themes and demonstrations, and even indie game companies are here. Some are even selling game merchandise, while others are giving out freebies when you try out their game. Wow, there's a lot of people here too. I need to find the booth I'm looking for. I can't wait to see my favourite husbandos. As I was making my way, I stumbled upon a booth for an MMORPG that I play. MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing game, is a genre of online video games where a large number of players interact with each other in a virtual world, typically with a focus on character customization, leveling up, and completing quests or missions. I mean, Drag, it could just be part of it. There could be more booths behind the camera, I don't know. It means massively multiplayer online role-playing game. If I'm looking for an action-adventure game, this is my go-to. I took a photo of the booth and realised that the person next to me was doing the same thing. I smiled at the stranger, ecstatic to meet a fellow player. Huh? I smiled at him, but he only looked away and continued capturing photos from his phone. I'm sure he saw me smile. On the tarpaulin posted on the wall, there's a QR code printed with a text below saying, "Scan this code to get a free legendary weapon." Whoa, I'm definitely getting this. It takes so long to grind to get these weapons. Definition: grind. In the context of video games, grind refers to the repetitive and often tedious gameplay loop of repeatedly performing a specific action, such as killing enemies or completing quests, in order to gain experience points, level up, or acquire in-game rewards. Yeah, my least favourite part of gaming. Nope, wrong button.
That's it? I already got them all.
Can't help but hear what the person next to me is saying, and I immediately become interested.
Whoa! You have all the legendary weapons? How long did it take for you to grind?
Grind?
Is there something wrong with what I said?
I purchased them.
Oh.
What?
So what?
It took me 4 months just to get one. Are you a pay-to-win gamer?
Pay to win is a model in video games where players can gain advantages over others by spending real money to acquire in-game items or upgrades that are otherwise difficult or impossible to obtain through regular gameplay. RPGs have to make money somehow. Yeah! I prefer when the in-game shop is like pretty skins and a little bit of utility. I like Guild Wars 2's gold store. Gem store. Gem store's the right word.
Is there a problem with that?
You didn't even grind on this?
Nope.
Wow. Your items at least gotta mean something.
Developers need money too.
That's
Yep.
true, but do you participate in PvP events?
PvP. Short for player versus player. A type of video game in which one person plays against another. Oop, nope. I keep trying to right-click out of this instead of hit the close button.
Why would I not?
What? But isn't that unfair for some? You're sweeping the people who actually care to grind and complete quests.
Smashing those peasants is fun.
What? Peasants?
Look, I don't care. It's not my fault you're broke.
Oi! Fight back.
I just want to play with meaning.
He's correct that I'm broke, though.
Then a pay-to-win gamer plays uselessly? Is that your point?
No, but it feels like you're cheating.
Then he walked away. I get he has a point, but it still pisses me off when people get their way in games like that. Imagine battling a pay-to-win player in a player versus player event. It feels like those players are legally cheating. I mean, I don't really play PvP, so... Well, it's the game's fault in the first place. I shouldn't beat myself because of this. Instead, I need to focus on my goal. The Otome booth is what I came here for. Excitement filled me to the bone when I arrived at the booth. All of my favourite characters' life-size cardboard cutouts were there.
Zach! Oh my! I love you so much!
This is heaven! Otome Games are the best! I took pictures with the cardboard cutouts and had fun chatting with the staff. I wish I could make a game with my character's cardboard cutouts here too. If I accept Chris's offer, will I be one step closer to my dreams? Wait, will he even let me make an Otome game? I should ask him sometime. Next up, I should visit the esports area. Esports, electronic sports, refers to competitive video gaming as professional sport, where players or teams compete against each other in organised events or tournaments, often with cash prizes and sponsorships involved. I walked towards the esports area, feeling the energy and excitement in the air. People were cheering for their favourite players and teams, the sound of mouse clicks and keyboard tapping filling the air. The atmosphere was electric, and I could feel the passion and excitement that these players had for the games they were playing. As I walked around the arena, I couldn't help but think about how amazing it would be to be a part of this world. But only, of course, to have your games played in competitions. These MOBA games had their own storyline too, you know. Oop, MOBA. Multiplayer Online Battle Arena is a subgenre of strategy video games in which two teams of players compete against each other on a predefined battlefield. The game being played is a multiplayer online battle arena game, which I'm not really used to playing. However, I do know how to play one, and this one particular gamer caught my attention. Isn't that... He's wearing different clothes, but it's no doubt that's the pay-to-win gamer earlier. His hands and coordination were fast and accurate enough not to miss any opening the enemy has. He's playing in real time, but his every move is calculated, as if he figured out the enemy's movements. He can kill his enemies without his health decreasing. He's really good at this. Other people are also watching him. Looks like we have a finalist here. The match finally ended, and they won. I knew it. He looked in my direction until our eyes met. I gave him the thumbs up with an impressed look while raising my left eyebrow. He and his team left afterward. What was that? Did he just smile at me? That's not a smug face, is it? It looked sincere. It's like he suddenly became a different person. What just happened? Never mind. There's something I still need to check. While walking, I found the booth with the game remote on it. That's the game Chris produced while he was still at Razor Games. It's showcasing the game demo with a virtual reality headset. That's cool. I wonder what Chris will feel if he sees this booth.
I heard the producer of this game resigned.
Resigned? That's what they said?
Is there something funny in what I said?
No, sorry. It's nothing.
You might get Chris in trouble or something if I push it further.
And by the way, it's 37 degrees outside. Isn't it a bit warm for all that fur?
37! Which I am going to assume we are talking Celsius here, since she says it's a bit too warm. 27? I would die.
It's all about aesthetics, my friend. I don't mind a little sweat if it means I look good.
Ah, I see. Well, to each their own, I suppose.
On the booth, a girl just finished playing the demo. She looks terrified.
I wonder what the future of this game will be.
Do you play this game?
Yeah. How about you?
I don't play horror games.
That's too bad. It's one of the best horror games in existence.
I mean, I wouldn't want it to be 37 Celsius inside either, Trek. Once again, I will die. I didn't know it was that good. I only heard of it, but never really played it.
Then I'll check it out.
I asked the facilitator to try out the demo, but I admit I'm nervous. Yeah, I can imagine that it is very hot in summer in effectively a greenhouse drag. if it gets over like 30 degrees here, I close all of the curtains so that the sun doesn't get in and warm my house up too much. But you can't really do that. Huh. I don't like playing horror games, especially on virtual reality where everything feels real. I then wore the VR equipment.
I'm ready.
Good luck.
The game started like your normal horror game. However, it requires your wits to get into the end. The game is designed masterfully, truly the work of a genius. After a few moments,
I'm stuck.
I got locked up in a room in the game and can't figure out how to get out. The music kept increasing the volume and tension, indicating the enemy was coming near. I want help.
How do you do this?
Oh, you go get the key from the box.
Oh, that one. Thanks.
I followed the man's instructions and managed to get out. I wouldn't want to scream in this place. That would be embarrassing.
You saved me. Thanks.
No problem. Why don't you like horror games?
I only like watching people play them.
Hooray to the streamers. I love people watching them.
Yeah.
Seeing other people's reactions is entertaining.
I know, right? Unfortunately, though, it can be tough for them too. They have to make the stream entertaining enough for the viewers to stay watching. They have to communicate with their viewers, grant requests, set up stream schedules. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, horror games are definitely something I prefer with other people. Whether it's friends or you guys in chat. It definitely helps. To not be on my own.
Sounds like you're one of them.
Who knows?
Oop, phone. The man hurriedly looked at his phone.
I gotta go. See you around, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle, huh? He waved goodbye, then left. I'm meeting a lot of interesting people today. Wonder if Chris already saw this booth. Wait, is he even here? I forgot to ask him. Oop! Speak of the devil, it's a call from Chris. What great timing.
Chris!
Where are you?
I'm at the Game Expo. Would you like to come here?
I knew you'd be here.
What? You're here? Where are you?
In the game section.
Coming.
Of course he'd be here. He's a game developer. What am I thinking?
Alice, over here.
What are you doing here?
See this section? If we continue the startup, we can display a booth here. Can you imagine it?
I looked at Chris to see his expression. He seems excited. But I don't know if that's only a facade because I'm here.
Chris, your game's booth was over there. Did you visit it?
Yeah. I went to say hi to the people stationed there.
Are you alright?
Why would I not be?
Seeing your game in different hands without you, is it not heartbreaking?
You sure know how to read me, Alice.
Of course.
I've always known Chris as the outgoing and joyful type. But I also know when he hides his feelings like this. Hello, Shama. I'm doing okay, how are you?
Alice, there's one game you wanted to make, what would it be?
Well, I mean, we did literally say we should probably talk to Chris about whether we want to make an Otome game.
Otome.
Right. What's the point of even asking?
If I join, will we be able to make one?
As long as there's a market, it's possible.
Now, I just need to see your business partners and join the game jam to finalize my decision.
You're really considering it? That alone makes me happy.
Of course, you're my friend. I trust you.
Thanks for believing in me.
This is tiring. I just want to go home and finish my chapter already.
Thank you for calling customer service. This is Merida. How can I help you?
Yeah. I believe my brother called the other day regarding our payment.
I see. Let me pull up his record so I can check it for you. What's your brother's name?
Somashin.
And I'm speaking to...
Sosuke Shin. His brother.
Alright. Give me one moment, please, while I pull up his record here.
Thank you.
After pulling up the record, I realized this was the ticket I created for the guy who ranted on me the other day.
Ah, yes. I was the agent he talked to. Upon checking here, sir, you still haven't paid your remaining arrears yet. That's why the system shows a remaining balance.
After paying that, will our internet automatically return?
Yes, sir. It's automated. I also did tell your brother about it.
Is that so? I wonder why we still need to have this conversation.
I mean, both of these things are true. I'm gonna go with the, he got disconnected in the middle of the call.
He got disconnected at the time.
I see. Thank you. That's all I needed.
No worries. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
And the call ended. A little white lie wouldn't hurt. Can't let him know I made his brother mad.
Chris?
Are you free today?
Yeah, what's up?
I want you to meet someone.
Ooh, who's it gonna be? When I spotted Chris sitting inside the cafe with someone, I immediately recognized the person he's with.
Remote guy?
Ah, yes.
You're...
Remote guy.
Mademoiselle.
You know each other?
We met at the Game Expo. We both played your game remote there.
Really? What did you think of it?
It was nerve-wracking.
Oh, that,
Oop. Looks like the voice line isn't quite right there. She got stuck on the room part, but she managed to finish the demo.
Glad you survived.
Oh, but we haven't been formally introduced.
What are you doing here?
Alice, I want you to meet Harry Dominic Laud.
Ooh, he's got a middle name.
Call me Harry, for short.
Alice Rodriguez. Just call me Alice.
We shook hands.
He's our artist.
What?
He's our new prospect business partner.
That's amazing. But
Hmm?
I thought you were a streamer or something.
Oh, that was a joke.
I don't think it was a joke.
If you say so. To come to an agreement with Chris, you must be competent. Welcome to the team, Harry.
Chris told me of you as well.
What did you tell him, Chris?
Judging from that smile, I sure hope he didn't exaggerate my image to him.
So, what's your story?
I was used to constantly drawing still illustrations. I've always wanted to make them come alive through games and animation.
In a startup?
Chris is a promising CEO and game producer. I loved his game Remote, remember?
Right, but in terms of stability...
I'll manage. would like to see how this thing turns out. Besides, since you're here, it'll make me want to stay more.
He is flirting. He asked for my hand, then kissed it, to which I was taken aback.
Alright, that's enough. Flirting in a workplace would be a bad idea.
Do you intend to implement that rule, Chris?
I mean, there's definitely going to be flirting in the workplace. This is an Otome game.
It has negative effects.
Oh, how about I flirt outside of the office?
Well, love can't be entirely stopped, but it can still affect the workplace. Just make sure it doesn't.
Got it. Then I'll do it outside.
And Harry winked at me.
I'd prefer if you ban it, Chris.
Ooh. Shut down.
Don't break our hearts, Alice.
What?
I won't ban it. As long as we respect each other, that's all that matters.
Me and Harry nodded in agreement. Not like I wanted to date someone from our company, though. Well, Alice, I have news for you. I'm pretty sure all of the love interests in this game are going to be in the same company.
Chris, how did you meet him?
I decided to change the topic.
I've been following his social media for a long time. I figured he'd be the perfect candidate because of his knowledge of different art styles and techniques.
He was persistent, and as a fan of his works, I couldn't ignore him.
So you're both fans of each other?
They high-fived in agreement. As expected of Chris. Can't wait to search this man up on the internet.
We'll just have to wait for this game jam Chris is talking about.
Oh, right. When's this game jam?
In 3 weeks.
What?
That's cutting it pretty close if we've got to book time off work.
That soon?
That's why you should study all the pointers I gave you. The theme is going to be announced on the opening day.
I'll have to request a week leave to focus on the jam. My web novel is almost complete, and this is a great opportunity to take a risk. Harry Dominic Claude. Oh, let me do some research. I opened up Google. Gotta love the legally distinct names. And searched for his name. When I opened his Instaham account, I was shocked. Instaham. He has 1 million followers? His art style ranges from realistic to anime, and the way he joins anime men, Ikemen, this would definitely work for an Otome visual novel. Ikemen is a Japanese term used to describe a visually attractive or handsome man, often used in the context of anime, manga, or video games. Chris, you're a godsend! He posts both commissioned artworks and personal art, with each post gaining hundreds of thousands of likes. He's a big shot in the industry. However, his last post is several months ago. He usually posted consistently based on his history. I wonder why. I sigh. And I feel bad in comparison. If I wasn't Chris's friend, I wonder if he would still choose me to be in the team. You know, mentioned about, let's see, he mentioned about streaming when we met him, but then said it was a joke when we met him in person, and he hasn't posted any art to his social media in months. I strongly suspect he is a VTuber. and it's posting art under a different name. I opened my WritePad account where I upload my web novels and saw new comments coming in. There are critics and trolls sometimes, but I try not to let it affect me too much, especially with fans like this. Thank you for being an inspiration. I love your... No, sorry. Thank you for being an inspiration. I love your work. Despite being a guy, your work moved me. Imagine if this happened with a game. I would be able to reach even more people. I'm guessing drag that WritePad would be Wattpad? I think web novels go there, right? I think. Or it could be something else. But before that, I still have part-time writing to do. Just a little bit more, Alice. Hang in there. What? I felt like I slept for a long time. What time did I sleep last night? I checked the time. 7:30 a.m? Oh, dang, I woke up too late. I was late. There goes my salary deduction. If waking up at that time is going to make you late, then why is your alarm set for that time, Alice? Or did you miss the first alarm? Too many irate customers called again today. Is our service that bad for us to receive floods of complaints every day? It's been 2 days since I last met with Chris and Harry. My leaves on my day job weren't approved. They said I'm still new, so I'm not entitled to regular workers' benefits.
Alice, you're being called by our supervisor.
Huh? Why?
I don't know, but she's in a bad mood.
Are we getting fired? I mean, that'll free us up for the game jam, but... Oh no, was it because I'm late?
Good luck.
I greeted my supervisor and took a seat in the chair she gestured to. Her hair seemed all over the place. I heard there was an important meeting earlier. I wondered what could have caused her stress.
The company has been experiencing a lot of losses lately. The higher-ups decided to lay off some employees.
Sorry, we're getting laid off, not fired.
What?
And so, I called you here. You are good at your work, but we will have to let you go since you're new.
Oh.
A sudden layoff. Talk about the timing. Now I lost my job. I sighed. It can't be helped. With those number of complaints, the stocks would surely go down. They'll transfer my severance pay, so I can still pay for my living expenses for the next 3 months. I mean, it's not so much official company terminology, but it is important because, yeah, because she got laid off, she gets severance pay. If she got fired, she wouldn't. That's the difference. Although if you're that new, you wouldn't normally get severance. I've only been laid off once, and I was relatively new. Although I did get severance pay that time as well, so hey. I need to win this game jam Chris is talking about. My web novel writing needs to earn me more to pay my bills. Additionally, my novel is close to being finished in a few chapters. Working in a startup can be risky. You never know how much you're going to make, or if you're going to make anything at all. You'll need luck on your side too. It's unstable compared to having a job. I don't want to end up living in the streets. Also, we'll have to wear different hats. Though Chris assured us he'll outsource the other important tasks, commission others until we can expand and afford more in-house talents. I can either take the risk or get another job that'll give me stability. Oop. Once again, speak of the devil.
What's up?
We're complete.
Have you found a composer and programmer?
Yes, they're in the restroom.
I wonder who these people are going to be.
I'm excited to meet these people.
Harry puts down his bag. He arrived at the same time as I did.
I wonder what they'll be like.
They're my friends. They may be intimidating initially, but I'm sure you'll eventually like them.
Thank you for waiting.
He looks familiar. Where did I... Huh? Didn't I meet him at the Game Expo? Don't tell me.
He's the programmer and head QA tester, Sosuke Shin.
Yep. Well, that answers that. No, this isn't Pay to Win Guy. This is Pay to Win Guy's brother. Because we've been given his name here. He's the one who didn't swear down the phone. QA tester. A person in charge of quality assurance testing, which is a common practice to ensure the quality of your product.
What? Aren't you the pay-to-win gamer?
Yep, Alice doesn't realise this.
Huh?
I also saw you win at the preliminary esport competition at the Game Expo.
Have we met before? Are you the writer?
Yes, this is my childhood friend, Alice Rodriguez. And this is Harry, our main artist.
A pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sosuke. By the way, there's no pay to win in esports. Though I did win at the Game Expo.
What?
Oh, this is them? Nice to meet you. I'm...
Yeah, that's Pay to Win Guy. What? They look alike.
You're...
They're identical twins.
Amazing.
Where did I meet you?
Oh? I've been feeling that too.
They even have the same thought.
You mentioned the Game Expo earlier.
You know each other?
Well...
Oh, I remember now. You're that legendary weapon grinder.
Oh, you are that stranger who wished me good luck at the competition back then.
What a small world. Alice and I met there too.
Small world indeed. And that is apparently the line. Got the line. What a small world indeed. They both took a seat. You see, now we just have to hope that they don't recognize Alice's voice from the customer service phone call.
I didn't know there was a girl on our team.
Is there a problem with that?
Soma, meet Alice, our game writer and designer. Alice, this is Soma Shin, a dear friend of mine. He's in charge of music and sound production.
Nice to meet you.
It actually isn't.
I see you're friends with Chris.
Yeah, does Alice remember the name of the of the person who got mad at her down the phone?
And this is Harry. Remember that artist who used to follow on Instagram? I asked him to be our main artist.
Yo,
The famous one. You never fail to impress me, dude.
This artist is not just any artist. He knows every style, proper work ethic, and even art direction, since we're going to need multiple artists in the future.
I'm Soma.
You and your twin look alike.
We get that a lot. But Chris, you mentioned you just reunited with your friend and didn't know Harry personally until you invited him. So how could you fully trust them to be your co-founders? Chris may trust you both, but I just met you. So how would I know you're capable of being his co-founders?
Alice has released 2 successful romance web novels on WritePad. One is an ongoing one with 100,000 average weekly readers. She's a writing studies graduate, has connection with an editor, so we can trust her.
100 weekly average readers? That's amazing.
Romance, huh? Will you be ready to write another genre aside from that?
Of course. I've published a few short stories in each genre I know.
I'll have to check those later. Now you, main artist. It's nice to finally meet one of Chris's favorite artists. But as his friend, I want to know how committed you are to this venture. I know you're famous and rich, but don't let it get to your head. Would you be ready to commit to deadlines and the possible risk of running a business?
I'm not sure I like the way you speak.
Me neither, Harry, me neither.
This is serious for all of us. You're already successful. You can be commissioned by game developers if they want. Why a startup? This isn't a playground, just so you know.
What do you think of me? An airhead who just plays around?
I knew his mouth will get him in trouble.
I just don't understand why. Plus, you exude that aura, too.
You judged me too soon. I am committed to this.
Whatever your reasons are. I'm sure Chris thought about you thoroughly.
Then I'll return the question. How capable are you?
I don't want to brag. You tell them, Sasuke.
Why me? My brother used to be the producer of Techno Jane.
Techno Jane? The girl group?
That's right.
Why are you here then?
So he's the music guy then. Techno Jane is a popular girl group who's also famous worldwide. They recently won a grand prize at a National Music Award and beat other big-named artists.
He was hit with a plagiarism scandal. He got fired, and he can't work anywhere else because of his reputation.
Oof. Oof.
Said about bragging?
He didn't intend to. He was tricked.
Tricked?
His co-composer showed him sample demos, which she claimed she created. They thought it was good, so they used them for their new tracks.
And then?
The netizens found out. She blamed Soma for the credit.
What? That's awful!
Did you defend yourself?
I did, but she had it all planned from the start.
What?
My brother has many enemies in the music industry. To think that his friend would even do it, of course he wouldn't see it coming.
Just like me, Soma too has faced challenges in the corporate world.
I wonder what Chris has gone through back at his company.
How did you meet him, Chris?
We met in a game online.
Ah, memories.
We should play again sometime.
Anyway, I figured the game industry could be a break from that chaotic industry. Enough about me. Your turn, Sasuke.
Ah, right. I'm a software engineer. I used to make games for an outsourcing company while I also made my own games during my free time. I applied at Razor Games, but I got 2 calls. I got confused since HR called me, and then Chris called me separately as a different company.
Why did you call him?
I had his resume when I was still at Razor Games. He has a splendid portfolio.
What? Is that even allowed?
Yeah, that was my thoughts. Like, are you allowed to do that? someone who applied to the company that you no longer work at.
I would have come with him regardless.
'Cause he's your brother's friend.
Aside from that, I know Chris's capability as a game producer. Then I found out that he got fired.
I thought he resigned.
Chris shook his head.
I got accepted at Razer, but only as a game programmer.
He wanted to be involved in creative input, too.
Sosuke nodded his head.
That's why I chose to join the startup.
Technically, Sosuke is a skilled programmer and has prior knowledge of QA testing. But he can also be creative if you try to play his indie games.
That's pretty dope. I can't wait to work with you at the Game Jam.
After the game jam, we'll be able to determine our paths from there on.
The game jam is where we can only make a game in 7 days.
The meeting has ended, and Chris is walking me home.
You really are something, Chris.
I apologize if I kept on impressing you, Alice.
I must keep myself up to the game then.
By the way, how's work?
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I got laid off.
What?
Yeah, what timing, isn't it? Now I can focus on this game jam.
Alice, I'm sorry.
Why would you be sorry? It's not your fault. I should be thanking you. This would have happened with or without you, so thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Will you be able to support yourself from now on?
I still have a few saved up. Besides, I still have novel writing.
Let me know when it gets tough. Also, if you decide to join the company and you're struggling financially, you can always live in my place.
A nice offer?
What?
I don't mind a housemaid. We'll have different rooms, of course.
I'll let you know once it gets tough then. But I'll try my best to keep the view from my apartment to myself.
I'll always be here.
Does this mean we're all jobless then?
Yeah. Though, I would like to add that we're also going to create jobs if we continue the startup.
Yeah. Anyway, knowing those twins is lucky.
Yeah, they may look identical, but they have entirely different personalities.
Yeah, we figured that one out already.
Soma Shin and Sosuke Shin, huh? For some reason, their names seem familiar.
You happen to meet them at the Game Expo too. What a small world.
Chris, are you sure you want to trust each of us?
What do you mean?
You asked us to be your co-founders. I wouldn't do that unless I know the person well. I mean, you may know me from the past, but a lot has changed since then. Harry is a person you look up to, but who knows if he's serious about this? I have no qualms with Sosuke. Soma seemed to be the most genuine, but his reputation could affect your business. Are you sure of us? Are you sure you want me in your team?
Alice, they too have faced struggles in life. Their survival efforts, wants, vision, and dreams. I found myself in each of them. I found myself in you. Your deep desires, motivations, and experiences made me trust you all.
But you never know what a person thinks. Even if, let's say there's a contract. People change. That's a fact.
How do you decide, Alice?
Huh?
Do you take calculated risks based on guts?
I match them both.
The same goes for me. In life, there are risks we should take. Otherwise, we regret.
Chris.
I am taking the risk. How about you? We arrived. Good night, Alice.
Taking the risk. I could try out the game jam, but I don't know if I'll be able to commit after that. I have bills to pay, food to eat. The challenges are scaring me. After dinner, I did some research on the Shin brothers. Sosuke Shin has an impressive portfolio of indie games he's created. Variety in genres and gameplay mechanics is impressive. I don't know anything about programming, but based on the comments, especially from critics, he was able to turn simple functionalities into creative turns. Interesting. I should play them sometime. Next up, Soma Shin. He is indeed a renowned music producer. He produced for Techno Jane, one of the most famous girl groups in the country. He can do any music genre, but he specializes in electronic dance music. I read about the plagiarism issue that was reported in various outlets. The majority of people believed his co-composer, Lucy Myers, despite having baseless statements. Even though she had photographic evidence, I don't think it's enough to prove the truth. Just one angle doesn't give you the whole picture of a scenario. This is the problem when you're famous. Regardless if it's the truth or not, your reputation will be tainted. They're the only ones who know the truth. I feel bad for Soma. Suddenly, an email notification pops up on my laptop's screen. That was quick. The company transferred me the severance pay. Despite how I hate that place, the fact that I helped callers gives it meaning. This reminds me of that one caller who I didn't tell the whole truth to about his brother's previous call. I deserve this for not being honest. Wait, what was his name again? She's something. I feel like it's familiar. Sasuke? Wait, Shin Sosuke, was that it? And his brother's Shin Soma? Yeah, don't remember, you're going to hate it. Whoa, talk about fate. Good thing I was using my agent name. So that man who talked rubbish to me was Soma. It really gets on my nerves. How come Chris hired him despite that personality? But my team consists of amazing people. I feel like I'm the only one left out. I should keep up with them. I should keep my writing skills up to the game. Ooh, hello. Would you like to read the tutorial for the writing skill event? Yes, I would. You are now entering the writing skill event, where you select correct words based on a random theme. You are currently at Level 1, the Game Jam. Each level will introduce new rules as you go on. There is a total of 3 levels, story arcs, in the whole game. Here are the rules for Level 1. Selecting each correct word corresponds to a love interest. The love interest will be indicated as a coloured butterfly. Blue for Harry, red for Chris, black for Soma, and yellow for Sosuke. Okay. Accumulated points will determine your route in the prologue. Right. Here is where the theme will be provided. Lists of words you need to select from, with the number of times you need to do it repeatedly. The coloured butterfly will be displayed here, indicating which love interest corresponds to the selected word. This vertical bar shows your level's writing skill progress. Each correct word will increment this bar. If you select the wrong word, it will decrement it. Note that your choices outside the writing skill event also contributes to this bar. Okay. Pass this target line to proceed to the next level, otherwise meet your bad end. You will repeat this writing skill event a few times per level. Expect grinding, grinder. Okay. So this is how we choose our route, huh? I don't think I need to repeat the tutorial. Right. So romance. So I'm guessing it doesn't show up until I actually click on it. Okay. Loyalty? Oop. There we go. So that was Chris, which is kind of who I want to go for. So we'll choose faithfulness? Yep. Right, we're sticking to that theme, huh? Trust. Didn't we have loyalty, or does it count again? Oop, there we go. So I can just keep hitting loyalty and get Chris points, right? Closest thing here, I guess devotion? Yep. Trust? Yep. Okay, none of the words I've gone for so far are here then. Kindness? Ooh. Different colour. Understanding? Admiration. That should be enough progress for the day. And so, the day arrived. There are a lot of participants on standby. The jam is open to all levels of experience, which can make it unfair for some, but advantageous to others. Chris has us registered online, so all we need to do is attend the opening ceremony. My team and I are at the side, ensuring we're ready.
Are you sick, Sosuke? Why are you wearing a mask?
I wear it to avoid germs. It's a crowd in a closed space after all.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's hygienic.
Sosuke nods and says nothing else. Okay.
After the program, we'll meet at that table to discuss ideas. Have you brought your laptops?
We all nodded.
Good. Then we're ready.
Oh, look who's here.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's because this jam is specifically for this city. It makes sense that everyone could physically be here, I guess.
You're Chris Sylvan, aren't you?
Who's this?
Aren't you Alex Baggett?
Do you know her, Harry?
She's a star game producer like Chris.
She used to be one of the game producers at Rapid, a rival company of Razor Games.
What? A person like that is also here?
Star game producer? I'm not at that level yet. You flatter me too much.
I heard you left Rapid 2 months ago.
Yeah, the game business is growing. Someone ought to enter the market.
I could agree to that.
I heard you also started your new startup. But what are you doing here?
How did you know that?
Word spreads fast, and we happen to be in the same industry too, so it's normal.
She probably heard it from one of my colleagues back at Razor. But I haven't started yet. We're about to decide it next week.
Undecided yet, then? Nice to meet you. I'm Alex. This is Lucy and Cheshire, my teammates.
That's not how you pronounce Cheshire. The people behind her back moved forward.
Yahoo!
to meet you.
What are you doing here, Lucy?
Long time no see, Soma.
Ah, Lucy. Yes. Lucy? Is this Lucy Myers, the co-composer Soma was talking about?
I see that two of our members know each other. We're new too. I'm the CEO and game producer of our team.
I see.
Lucy is our in-house composer.
Nice to see you, Soma, and his new team. I see you've also brought your twin. Hi, Sosuke.
I could not say the same to you.
You left Seed Entertainment?
Yeah, when you're a company shareholder, the returns can be attractive.
You haven't changed at all.
Same to you.
Soma is obviously disgruntled, but Sosuke tried to calm him down by tugging at his shirt.
And this is Cheshire, our programmer.
Hello.
Programmer.
Nice to meet you.
You don't have an artist.
We do, but it's just the three of us today.
After this jam, we plan to hire more. The money can be a great additional investment.
I see. Business is also the reason why we're here.
So who's going to be your writer?
We specialize in casual games, but if we ever need narrative in them, we either do it ourselves or find a freelance writer.
I see. That makes sense.
Since you introduce yourselves, let me introduce my team too. You already know Soma, our composer.
Can't say nice to meet you when my enemy is in your team.
His twin Sosuke, a programmer and head tester.
So you're the programmer, buddy.
Please don't call me that.
Harry, our artist.
Harry Dominic Claude. It's nice seeing you. Especially you, mademoiselle.
Stop flirting with the enemy, Harry.
Nice to meet you.
And who is this cute-looking maiden in your team?
She then came in front of me.
What's your name, my lady?
Speaking of flirting with the enemy,
I'm Alice.
She's our game writer.
I know some of our members haven't been on good terms, but it's still nice meeting you.
I see. If you ever get bored working for these rowdy men, we always have room for a writer, okay?
Rowdy?
Am I not even an exception?
You think of yourself too highly, Harry.
Now, Alice doesn't think of us that way, does she?
whoa! I've been too rowdy. Is this agreeing with Chris or agreeing with her? I don't know. Agree.
They're pretty normal.
See?
I'm not sure if normal is a compliment either.
The event host signaled that they were about to start. I doubt I'll ever take it. These guys are never boring after all. Alex's team bid their goodbyes. They were far enough not to hear Soma's following words.
That bitch sure is green.
Soma, your mouth.
Will you be okay, brother?
I'll crush her.
We felt strong resentment for Soma's words. As if he's about to blow up any moment, Chris thankfully speaks.
Save your feelings for later, Soma. If you want to get back, do it with your skills.
That's right. Even if she is a bitch, you can't say that aloud here.
I love how the rude words are censored in the text, but absolutely not in the voiceover.
Why can't I?
Brother, please stop cursing.
Then they looked at me. Not even the one they're talking about. But I still feel uncomfortable if a girl is called like that. It's not pleasant to hear bad words in general. For Suma to say that hurtful word, he must have gone through a lot because of her. Oh, did he just apologize?
It's starting. You wouldn't want to miss the instructions.
Now for the event that we're all waiting for! Welcome to the first Punga Up Game Jam!
Tia.
This event, thanks to our sponsors and the local government unit, aims to promote the game development industry in this country for more job opportunities, growth, and economic development. We've seen that a few startup studios also join the jam. There are indies and people without experience too. All levels of experience are accepted here as long as they've registered and passed the screening process. And so, as long as you enjoy and express your creativity, nothing is impossible in winning this jam. However, for the 400 screen participants, groups and solo devs included, things will not be easy in the next round.
400, huh?
Listen carefully, as I will explain the rules and criteria before revealing the theme.
Everyone took out their phones to take notes.
These are the rules. 1. You are allowed to have a maximum of 10 members in one group. Any more than that, you're disqualified.
Hey, 10 max, that's fine, we're under that.
Second, you are only to upload and distribute the game on one platform, and that is our sponsor. Third, the whole event lasts 13 days. Today's the 1st, and the 9th and 10th are pitching days. On the 11th to 13th day, the judges will play the finalists' games and announce the winner on the last day. So, you'll have 7 days to work on your game. You are to upload your game before 12 midnight on the 9th day. Fourth, you are to send your presentation at the same time as the submission via email for review.
Fudge deadlines.
Fudge?
I was trying not to cuss.
Last, you are to create your assets originally for the purpose of the jam. No pre-made assets, even if you entered solo. We promote and aim to produce original intellectual properties. Don't think this jam is similar to the ones you join online.
I knew it.
Do you outsource when you make your games as a solo dev, Sosuke?
Mostly in the art department, yes. Though, I'm also learning how to do it.
Do you know how to make music as well?
I leave that to Soma.
What a great brother.
Of course. What do you think of me?
But that's amazing! Solo indie is no easy feat.
Sosuke is a talented rare gem.
You think so?
Of course! You can do almost anything. You should be proud of yourself.
A jack of all trades is a master of none.
He's a master of programming, though.
Come to think of it, you're right.
Have you taken them all down? Next up, criteria for judging. Concept, 30%. Your game's story and game design will be evaluated here. Do your best to brainstorm. Practice that creativity. Technical skills, 25%. Art, music, narrative, game design, and programming. Bringing those together are important. We know that art can be subjective, so leave the judging to our judges. Impact, 25%. What do the judges feel about your game? Were they touched? Annoyed? Capture their hearts and let your message come across. And last, fun, 20%. This will be the most challenging part. You'll know why later. Your game needs to excel in these areas for you to win. But remember, we are here to make fun. So naturally, we should have fun making them as well.
Is anyone taking notes? My cell phone's dead.
You knew this was a big day, and you didn't even conserve your battery?
You're not carrying a portable charger?
I've memorized them.
Amazing.
I took notes.
That's a little late response, dude.
Then, after the pitches, the judges will determine whose games they will play, which means it's an elimination round. So be sure to present well.
So the presentation is pretty important then.
Who will present?
I'll do it.
Oh, good. Yes.
The winners will be announced here on the 13th day. Any questions?
One participant raised her hand. It was Alex.
Yes, the red-haired lady.
The staff gave a mic to her.
Is there not a popularity criterion? Can't it affect the judging?
Good question. We didn't include it because we think 7 days is too short for the market.
What if it's not?
Oh, it seems like we have a confident participant here. What do you say, judges?
The announcer spoke with the judges for a moment before returning to the mic stand.
To add motivation and maybe a little pressure, popularity is now considered a part of the criteria. However, it'll only take the smallest portion of 5%, lessening the fun criteria. We've only put 5% to give mercy to our newbies. Also, it'll be great for the further exposure of this jam.
Even considering it is enough. Thank you.
If you have further questions, you can always ask our staff at the back.
Harry, you said she was a star producer, right?
Yes, she's on the same page as Chris. However, I've heard some rumors about her.
Rumors?
I heard that as a producer, she's a bit of an authoritarian.
Authoritarian?
Those may be just false accusations. Chris also has his fair share of rumors as a producer. Do you even believe those?
Yeah, let's drop it. A rumor can affect the person to his advantage or the opposite.
We became quiet. Soma's right, especially since he experienced the effect of it firsthand.
Now, we're going to announce the theme.
Ooh, theme. Everyone is on the edge of their seat. Chris already told us what to expect, but we still couldn't get not excited.
The theme of this game jam is going to be social issues. Poverty, climate change, corruption, crime, education. As long as it's a social issue, it's accepted. The aim of this jam is to promote awareness of the social issues we currently face and possibly find solutions to resolve them. That is why I told you that the fun criteria would be the most difficult. It's because of the theme. How do you promote awareness and entertainment at the same time? It's up to you.
Yeah, makes sense.
The winner will win $50,000. So do your best.
Ooh. The crowd went wild when they heard the amount.
I didn't think this game jam would be that lavish.
So that's why there's a lot of participants.
Yeah, but only a few handfuls manage to finish their games when it comes to game jams.
Oh, that's right. You've joined one before.
Yeah.
That makes it easier.
That's all, and good luck, participants. The game jam is now officially open!
Hey there. Then good luck with your game. We will work at our studio, as we're more comfortable there.
Okay. Good luck.
We don't need luck. We're going to win.
We're not going to let you.
Don't beat yourself up, buddy.
I won't.
You will. I just know it.
And good luck producing your tracks from scratch, Soma. You'll need it.
I don't need it. But let me say it to you. Good luck creating your original compositions.
Says the composer who can't create his own.
We both know the truth.
Let's see where our talents bring us.
Is no one going to tell me good luck?
Good luck, monsieur. If you do well, I might consider hiring you if you apply.
Yeah, Mr. Claude. I wish you well.
In hell.
I would appreciate it if you shut up.
If the lady's wishing me luck, I'll be fine.
Can he at least side with his teammate?
And Alice, the offer is still on the table. Maybe you don't want it now, but hopefully soon.
Can you please stop pursuing our teammates?
that's still going to be her choice.
No need to worry. As long as I'm with the team, that won't happen.
You're not that bad after all.
We won't let go of our mademoiselle that easily.
We'll win.
Everyone.
That's where you're wrong.
Alex winked.
I better see you in the next round, Chris.
Don't worry. You will.
Then they left.
So, what's the plan?
Let's have a meeting first.
I'm tired. I plopped down on my bed. I can't believe I'm joining this jam. This used to be a dream of mine, and finally it's my reality. We set up the tools and planned for our schedule earlier. All of us will work from home, since we have yet to have an office. I also prefer working alone, so that would be ideal. Tomorrow, we'll have a meeting. That's why tonight, we are tasked to come up with game ideas and pitch them to the team. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, trying to clear my mind. Then I got up, opened my laptop, and about to jot down my ideas. We don't have much time. Let's do it. I just noticed the marine animals on his shirt. It's very cute. A whale, a turtle, another turtle. Ooh, right. Mystery, huh? Well, we need clues. Nope, that's not who I'm aiming for. We need to investigate. Nope. Truth. Insight? Yes. I do like this sort of guessing which words would work for which love interest. That's actually pretty cool. Right, so insight again. Truth. Justice, maybe? Yes. Insight. Justice. Insight. That should be enough progress for the day. Today is the day we present our game proposals.
Unlawful verdict.
Loaf.
Pretty interesting topic you picked there.
How about we make a debate game? You must prove a person's innocence by collecting evidence and presenting it at court.
Sounds like Ash Attorney.
Yeah, it does.
Who's that dog? Is that you, Sosuke?
Yes, I have no camera.
Sorry. It's just a little distracting.
It is, in fact, a little distracting. Dog loaf.
Anyway, you've played that game. Isn't it amazing? This game could be turned into a franchise, you know? I've searched the target market. These types of games turned out to be one of the most famous visual novel type of games. These are the mechanics.
That looks like a ripoff to me.
I was hoping to get suggestions for improving it.
That's your pitch? You must be kidding.
Why don't you present yours then?
My pleasure.
Tim were prepared and then presented his slides.
I knew it.
It's a rhythm game with songs that gives out uplifting and motivating messages to promote patriotism. Colonial mentality is one of our country's problems after all.
Who's going to write the lyrics?
Then they looked at me.
I don't have experience.
Case closed.
I can write lyrics, you know.
You can't shoulder them all alone within the given time frame. But I appreciate your idea, Soma.
Still, after everyone's done, you can always reconsider mine.
Yep, after everyone's done. Next, Alice.
It's time. I put my slides in.
In this team, what do we all have in common?
Human anatomy.
Hair?
Dreams.
Just get to the point.
We're all jobless.
Oh.
That's why I chose unemployment as the theme. As a writer, I wanted to do a narrative that teaches and gives satisfaction to the players. A visual novel where your choices change the course of your conversation with your interviewer in an interview. And she must get the job no matter what, even if the interview takes a dark turn.
Dark turn, huh? The meeting is over. For the remaining proposals, Sosuke proposed a puzzle game with crime as the theme. It was good, except designing the levels will take longer than the given time. Chris proposed a visual novel with global warming as the theme. Harry saw several of the Gem's participants also use the same topic, and Chris saw the disadvantages of this. So, we all voted for the proposal we think is best, and it was my proposal. Never thought my idea would be picked for the first time. Oh, I wonder why he's calling.
Why did you choose that topic?
I told you, didn't I? It's what we have in common.
No, not that. The dark twist. Why? Don't tell me you've...
Chris, no one is truly safe in this world. Unfortunately, it's the reality we live in.
When did it happen?
5 years ago.
Ooh?
Damn it! I'm sorry I wasn't there.
Silly. You can't possibly be with me all the time.
Will you be alright? Writing it?
I will. Don't worry.
If it triggers something in you, just drop it. We'll understand. You don't have to force yours.
I can't do that.
I grimaced as I reminisced the scene from the past.
Your future is at stake here too. Everyone's is. We need to promote awareness too, remember?
If I have the opportunity to save future victims through my writing, then I will use everything in my power.
We're going to win, no matter what.
Ben, please take care of yourself. You can always call me if you need anything.
Thank you, Chris. You should take care of yourself too.
I'd rather take care of you.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, talk to you later then.
Thanks to that conversation, I feel motivated enough to write. It's the 5th day. Everyone is hard at work. True to Alex's words, her team managed to finish their game in 3 days, enabling more marketing time and players until the last day. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to play theirs. However, based on the screenshots, they made a point-and-click simulation game with visual novel elements. The other members are aware of this too, hence the pressure is taking them on.
If only you didn't exaggerate with the instruments, we would have finished by now.
Says the perfectionist who kept redoing his illustrations just because he wasn't satisfied.
Visuals are a key point in any visual novel.
You think music isn't important enough?
Well, because of you, we're about to lose the popularity criteria.
Everyone, calm down first. I told you both to do your best, but also mind the scope and time we have. You were given a deadline, and you met it. So, what if the other team finished early? I didn't pressure you to finish them earlier than your deadlines.
Yeah, true, it doesn't need to be perfect. But I guess if you're competing for a prize, though, you probably want to be as close as you can.
Don't let unnecessary pressure get into your creative bubble. We have just enough time for marketing, and you all did great.
Why would you think that? 2 days is barely marketing. We need to gain ratings and reviews by the last day.
That's not entirely true, brother.
What?
Sosuke's right. Marketing a game doesn't happen only after you've released your game. You all aren't doing social media enough in your lives.
What?
I posted them on forums and gaming communities. With creative marketing, things can go viral easily. We have high engagement in each of our posts.
High engagement?
That's right. Many people are looking forward to it.
That's amazing!
Guess we'll have to rely on that.
And it's not good for the team to be fighting. I understand we're all pressured, but we must practice how to keep a cool head. So, every time you have opposing opinions, let's all talk about it calmly.
Sorry.
As you should. You're the one who started this.
You need to cool your head too, Soma.
I'll try.
Come to think of it, these two aren't also on good terms when they first met.
Thanks for the updates. Let's continue our work.
Are they enemies from their past lives?
Good luck on your tasks.
Working with a team is surely troublesome sometimes. Good thing we have Chris as the mediator. He's a great leader. Fast forward to the 7th day, wherein we're testing and further proofreading our game. Thankfully, we managed to finish the assets needed because of the scope. Everyone is talented and skilled enough to avoid any problems technically. The game is coming together nicely, and it feels like all our hard work is finally paying off. The characters and storyline I wrote seem to blend well with the art and music, creating an immersive experience for the players. If there's anything I'm nervous about, it's my writing skills.
Impressive. Did you contact a proofreader?
No, but I used a proofreading tool online. Also, thanks to your feedback, I was able to revise them easily.
You're not that bad after all.
Of course. I'll do last fixes with the writing.
There were still a few spelling mistakes and inconsistencies that needed fixing, and the deadline is quickly approaching. I couldn't afford to let my nerves get the best of me now. I need to stay calm and stay focused. This is my last chance. I should do my best. Ooh, back in again. Right. We needed to get above the second line, right? Mystery. Oh wait, we know the ones we're looking for here. Insight. Insight. Justice. Insight. Justice. That's justice again. Truth. Insight. Oh, there it is. Insight. At the line. Perception. Yes. Done. I stretched from my chair. Everyone had gone for their lunch break. They had finished their tasks after all. I sent them the revisions via email. Now it's all up to you, Sosuke. I deserve a break. take a nap. It's been 5 minutes since I closed my eyes, but I can't stop thinking if my writing's good enough. It'd be nice to get feedback from a professional editor. The editor I know is currently busy, so she can't help us at the moment. Chris is surprisingly capable of editing. Being a game producer exposes you to different industries and skills. His life must be hard.
Oh, you're asleep.
That voice. Chris? I can feel him sitting down beside me. I didn't budge and pretended to be asleep. I don't know why, but I wonder what he'd do.
You're going to be one step closer towards your dream. I'm keeping my promise to help you reach it, so hang in there.
Wait. I remember being in a similar situation before. Ooh, flashback time. It's after class, and I'm waiting for Chris to finish his student council duties. We usually go home together. Chris and I are neighbours. I wrote an Otome game plot in my notebook to pass the time. It's not the best, but I'm proud of what I created. Chris is taking too long, so I decided to take a nap. It wasn't long until I heard someone entering the classroom.
Oh, you fell asleep.
I pretended to be unconscious and aimed to surprise him for making me wait. However, when he got close enough, he spoke. Ooh, CG.
Otome game again? You never really changed.
His voice is gentle, almost like whispering not to disturb my sleep.
If you really like it that much, then I promise to help make your games a reality.
Aww. I remember.
You'll be the best game writer and designer there is.
His promise that he left.
Alice?
I didn't know how to face him back then, so I pretended not to hear it.
Alice, wake up.
He used to be so supportive of me as a friend, and I didn't want to lose that. But I wish he at least made the effort to keep in touch. Alice.
You've done well.
Huh?
We finished the game.
Hey. I leaned back in my chair and let out a sigh of relief. It was a grueling 7 days, but it was worth it. We've created something truly special, and I can't wait to see the players' reactions. I opened our submission page on my computer. What faced me surprised me. 30 comments in 7 hours? And they're almost positive reviews. I texted Chris about the current statistics, since he's the one who has access to the developer account, which he announced on our group chat. 2,203 downloads as of 7 PM. We did great, guys.
Oh yeah!
Chris's marketing strategy worked. That's expected of him. Now that's a sure point for the popularity criteria. I sorted the game submission list by popularity from the submission website. And our game is up to the 4th spot, with Alexis's game on top. Yeah, that is a lot, right? Alexis. They're a team of professionals. It's highly possible that they'd win. But we mustn't lose hope. And popularity alone isn't the criteria. We can make through this.
And now, for the event that we've all been waiting for, the Pitching Day!
Here it is.
Out of the 400 participants, only 134 finished their game. Are you ready?
So 134 finished games, huh? 134 submissions only? This jam is harder than I thought.
Let's begin. First up, Alexis Studio!
That's our cue.
Alex, Lucy, Cheshire.
What's up, everyone?
Good luck on the pitch.
I've had enough luck already. But still, thanks.
Alex went to the stage and began her pitch.
Good morning, everyone. I am Alex of Alexis Studio. Did you know that out of the 1.7 million fisherfolk in our country, 39.2% are below the poverty threshold? It's a sad reality of the heroes of our seas. Therefore, we present Fisherman Simulator. In this game, you are a fisherman with a loving family. You're given a starting amount to begin with. Now it is your job to choose where and when to work, wisely increase your income, and give your family a good and proper meal in a week. Fish during the day while renting the boat, borrow a loan from a local store, or even look for a job in the city, if you find one. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows, however. Sometimes you get no fish, an absurd raise in rent, and rejection from loaners. It's your choice how to avoid or deal with them. It reflects the sad reality of what some of our country's fishermen deal with in their everyday lives: poverty and capitalism. This game not only promotes awareness of the said matters. Why would a game be called a game if there's no fun in it? That's why we decided to make this game guilt-free. People get to be strategic with budgeting and decision-making while helping real fishermen in this game. How? When you choose the option Look for a Job, the game lets you view ads. It helps you generate income inside the game, but the ad revenue goes to real fishermen who acquire their own new boats. It's a win-win! It's a simulation game from a poor fisherman's point of view, with 6 endings. Hustle and budget carefully to survive.
The crowd applauded. Not only did their team make a polished game in such a short time, but they also hit the agenda of promoting social issues while making the game fun and purposeful.
A game with a cause?
An honorable feature. They are pros indeed.
It's just a presentation. The judges haven't played the game yet.
They also incorporated visual novel elements on it.
This narration is too realistic, yet I can tell it'll be fun playing it. The judges didn't ask any questions. Does that mean they're good?
Thank you, Alexa Studio. While the judges prepare their assessment, the next group, Parasoft Studio, will present.
Parasoft?
Aren't we supposed to be next? Is that your planned name for the company?
Yes, Parosoft. Paro came from the word paru para, meaning butterfly. Soft meaning software, because we're a game company.
Yes, the butterfly motif that we've already seen.
Why butterfly?
Know the term butterfly effect? We may be a small group, but what we can do can have a large impact in this universe.
That's
Commendable.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I like it too.
Then make that butterfly effect on a stage, Chris. You can do this.
Make us proud.
You've got this.
If you're nervous, think of the audience as if they're naked.
I would laugh then, but thank you everyone. With all your encouragement, I feel like I could do anything.
That's because you can.
Alice.
I wonder how you'll be able to match them up.
Lucy!
Just watch and play the game, and you'll see.
Nah, it'll be a waste of my time.
If you have nothing good to say, please leave.
My. I've just presented and you're quarreling again?
Alex.
Good job out there.
Oh, the great star producer is complimenting me? I'm honored.
I bet Buddy didn't stress on programming the game, man.
Why would you think that?
The mechanics were too simple. I thought you were going all out with this one.
A game doesn't need to have complex programming just to be good.
Parasoft Studio!
Then I'll get going.
Good luck!
It only leaves us with Alex's team.
Parasoft, huh?
Did they choose it on purpose? It suits the name of their game.
What?
In Spanish, paro can also mean...
unemployment.
Chris started to present his pitch.
Did you know that 5.4% of the people here in the country are jobless? This is one thing our team members have in common. We're all unemployed, hence the creation of this game. Parasoft Studio presents Get Employed. It is a visual novel game that lets you play as a 25-year-old woman on her 100th interview. You are desperate to get this job. There's a lack of demand for your skill in the job market. You need it, and that's what you'll do. Get the job no matter what it takes. From a set of questions the interviewer will give you, you have to choose your answers wisely. Your answers will affect your momentum level. The choices that will be offered to you will be generated depending on your momentum. Better decisions lead to better choices, so be sure to negotiate well. Not only do you get to win or lose the job offer, but the conversation with your interviewer can also get darker. Here is an example. Your interviewer asked you if you're a risk taker. You chose yes. With that answer, he looked at you from head to toe and smirked, as if he had just thought of an idea. You don't know why, but that subtle change in his gaze made you uncomfortable. What do you do? Do you change the topic, or tell him you'll do everything? Your answers can lead to another branch of questions until you get to an ending. Like real life, decision-making is important. Are you going to take your stand, or let the conversation flow in your interviewer's favor? Remember, this interviewer can be sinister. But you still must get to your goal. You're at the edge of the knife. Get employed. If you're curious about what will happen next, why not play our game? That's all. Thank you.
With that simple 3-minute pitch, Chris had us standing. It was a perfect presentation, and it also had the audience cheer him on. Way to go, Chris! Then it's question time from the judges.
What are your trigger warnings?
Sexism, talk dysphoria, and sexual harassment.
I see. Thanks for the heads up.
To think you'd come up with such a concept! How dare you push it with a girl on your team?
Well, that girl was the one who thought of it. Alex.
It must have been uncomfortable writing it, Alice.
Poor girl.
I know the intentions well, but this can be too much for her.
I came up with the concept. I'm a writer, and promoting awareness for the greater good is my duty for this jam.
Such a brave girl.
Thank you for standing up, Alice.
Yeah, that must have been uncomfortable for the guys, too.
But it's a message one shouldn't close their eyes to.
A message not to be ashamed of.
Huh. I actually like you even better now, Alex.
That was intense.
Chris!
How was I?
Impressive.
You were amazing.
I was hooked on your pitch.
You blew us away, Chris.
Thanks. We all did a great job.
As expected of you, Chris.
Oh, you're still here?
You haven't changed. Your pitch is admirable.
I see that you know me so well, Alex. But thank you.
But don't think you've won yet.
Yeah, your game can be a little sloppy and basic if not for the concept.
Wow, rude.
What?
Harsh.
That's only one feedback.
But your art is exceptional, Mr. Claude.
Oh, thank you, mademoiselle.
We're done here. Let's go.
Us too. The results are going to be announced in 2 days. We have to continue marketing it.
I can't wait to see your face in despair, Soma.
You'll be the one crying in tears, Lucy.
Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow we'll be able to decide if we want to continue the startup or not. I stared at the ceiling as I was lying on my bed. I can't sleep. If we win and decided to continue the startup, will I be able to pay my future living expenses? Will I be able to keep my apartment? Will I eat ramen cup noodles until we succeed with the first game? So many worries are running through my head. Adulting is hard. Yeah, that's a mood. Text? Ah, it's Chris. Okay, just a sec. I need to turn the light on in here because it's got really dark. Ah, there we go. Let there be light. Hearing Mademoiselle is weird. Are you hearing it in Poirot's voice? Drag. Whatever happens, I'll be here to support you. Chris. Thank you. Know that I'll always be here for you too. Now I feel better. Thanks to him, I think I can sleep now. Today's the day. The awarding ceremony.
I'm nervous.
Aren't we all?
The results. That'll determine our fate.
Can't help but feel nervous.
Alice, whatever happens, you absolutely shouldn't give up on your dream, okay?
Chris,
If you give up, you'll forever grind.
what a way to motivate.
The same goes for me. I always choose to continue. I hope you should too.
I hope you do, Sosuke.
If you want to make visual novels in your free time, you could always hit me up to do the visuals.
Harry, that's a huge offer.
The results aren't even out yet. Why are we doing this?
Let's have hope.
Hope. Will I have more of that after this?
Good luck with your team. May the best team win.
There's always next time.
Cheshire, don't assume in advance. Though, I could say the same to your team.
Good luck on your team too.
There were a lot of amazing participants this year, and we can't wait to do more of this in the future. Now, let's go to the part we're all waiting for. We will announce the winner of this year's Game Jam! It was a tough choice between two amazing entries that depicted several important social issues.
I wonder which two entries they were.
These two groups are Alexis Studio and Parasoft Studio.
Yep.
We got in!
That's our team!
I knew it.
Not bad.
All the same to your team.
Everyone is on the edge of their seat. The crowd's attention is now on us, and the suspense is rising.
We chose the one that is simpler in gameplay, but has a lot of polish, gorgeous art and music, more fun, popular, and gave impact well to the players. Even the bad ending left an important message, so we decided to choose this game. The award goes to the developers of Get Employed! Parasoft Studio!
Woo!
Did we really win?
They announced our team's name.
Yeah, eat that, Lucy.
You just got lucky.
What?
That's unfortunate. Congratulations, Chris and your team.
Congratulations for making it this far, Alex.
That's too bad. Guess we'll continue with the members we have now.
Good luck with your future endeavors.
I should say the same to you. You should be careful, since you're going to start your company after all.
Thank you.
The one with the first line the announcer said, "Ah yes, the simpler gameplay."
That was satisfying.
Who knew such a simple game with simple coding would win?
It's all about creativity and teamwork.
That's right.
This calls for a celebration.
Parasol, would you please make your way to the stage?
Ah! But we must get our prize first.
Yeah.
This day marked the beginning of my step towards my dream. Beginning of the life I've always longed for. A life with them. Despite that, will I be able to handle adversities?
It's not yet over, Chris.
Ooh. I guess we'll just have to face them head on.
While we're settling things with our business and office, we'll temporarily hold face-to-face meetings here.
No problem with me.
Me either.
We're a company now, after all.
With that, I would like to thank you for choosing to stay with Parasoft.
We already celebrated, but it's still worth the cheers.
Yeah, we all did a great job.
Yes, we all did.
I still can't get over that studio name.
Look, I don't know any Spanish, okay?
Isn't it fate? It's like we're meant to create this game.
I would like to think of it that way, Harry.
I think we're still in the prologue since it's still all voiced. That's my guess.
So what's next? Why are we called here today?
Right. The reason I called you here today is for the agenda of our next game. Our first commercial game in the market.
Finally!
Thanks to the jam, we managed to find our capability as a team. We would need to develop a playable demo and pitch the publishers to help fund our full game.
I honestly thought a publisher would straight up fund even the demo because of our win at the game jam.
It's not that simple. They need a solid record of the developers they'll be dealing with. We may be renowned in each of our industries and manage to pull through the game jam, but we have yet to prove ourselves as a company.
In short, we need to deliver first. But that's fine. We know what we entered.
That's right. This is one of the risks we anticipated.
Thank you both. Once we develop the demo, there's an upcoming event we need to join if we want to open up more opportunities.
Here it is.
Pangarap Game Fest.
More levels, more risks. But this time, losing isn't an option. Let's make my dream Otome game happen. You have reached the end of the demo. Thank you for playing Talent's demo. The fact that you're playing this means a lot. The full game is coming soon. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or on itch.io to get updated and follow through our development journey. These obviously also links. Also, the itch.io and Steam links are down in the description of this stream, if you want to go check them out there. If you're interested in game development, we also have some articles in our devlog that can help you get started. Good luck on reaching your dreams, existing/future talent. There we go. And that is the demo over. That was quite fun. I liked the little writing mini game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the full game. we'll have to see if I get permission to stream the full game. I would love to. Yes, so anyway, yes, thank you very much for watching. And said, if you're interested in the game, there are links in the description box. So, yeah. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel, which would be nice. And you can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box as well. There's a lot of links in the description box today. The streaming schedule for the channel is both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. The next scheduled stream is tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 PM. We have a lot of streams this week, a lot more than usual. But tomorrow is 7 PM for another demo for Otome Games Celebration. This one being Lover's Enigma, which seems to be more of a murder mystery type thing, like what I usually play on Sundays. So, yeah, I hope to see you then or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!